Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to do a DIY diaper cake, and of course you can use this for decoration or for a gift for any baby shower. And stay tuned if you want to watch how to do this. Also, please remember to subscribe, and we'll get started with the list of the things we'll need to complete this project. First off, I'm going to be using 25 diapers. It's a random number, but that's what I'm going with. I also purchased a foam board, and this was a big foam board, and in order to make this DIY a bit shorter, I went ahead, I traced a 20-inch diameter on my foam board and cut it out. I also found my center point right here, and then just left the markings on the bottom side, which will not be visible. And I'm going to be working on the clean side. I have some of these iridescent shreds. I have some letter stickers. I have two different designs of baby ribbon. And then I have another blue ribbon. I also have some of this tape. I also have the center core of a toilet tissue. Extra supplies you'll need. I have my little glue gun and some extra glue sticks. And I have a pencil just in case I need it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the first step. Okay, I went and pre-cut some strips of my tape and just stuck them on the side of my table. We're going to roll up our diapers like this just by rolling it and sticking on a couple of pieces so that they will hold tightly. And show you how I'm going to be doing this. Okay, I'm going to put the front side down just because it's a little bit larger. And I'm going to start rolling. Just hold it tight, roll. When I get to the end, I do have a little bit of a flap left from the underside, so I'm going to go ahead and curl that in. Whether you do it under or in, it doesn't matter. We just want it to stay to make a seam, less of a bulky seam. And take your pieces of tape and just wrap it up. These are kind of large, but you can do them a little bit smaller. They're not going to be seen, so that won't be a problem. And so you should have something nice and tight like this. Let's do one more. Again, roll tightly. At the end here, go ahead and tuck it in and pull over, and take your tape and make it nice and secure. So that's it. That's pretty simple, right? So we're just going to take some of this hot glue . And we're securing this carton right over that center. Okay, we're just going to stand up our diapers right next to that cardboard cord that we centered right in this and right in the middle. And to go ahead and place the tape side toward the inside so that they're not visible. And I can fit 5 diapers around here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this ribbon and secure those diapers so that they stand up. So lay it right over the middle of the diapers. You can do it single or double, whichever you prefer, because most likely they will not be visible. And it goes to their color scheme, so we're okay. And then we're just going to tie off a knot. Pull it all the way through and go ahead and cut the ends. There we go. I have these stand up because I don't have rubber bands. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and take a little bit of the tape, even if it's just temporary, and I'll go ahead and do kind of like a double-sided tape thing. I'm gonna go ahead and loop it on my finger and put a few of those on the bottom of the foam board, so that the diapers will stand up on their own while I have enough time to stand them up and then be able to secure them with the ribbon. So all I did was just take some of that tape and I stuck it right down here, simply because I don't have the rubber bands. Otherwise you could probably just fit them all over and the rubber band would work to hold those in place. Alright, so let's go ahead and stand these right next to our previous layer. Again with the tape facing inward so that it doesn't show. Okay, we have a second layer. On my second layer I was able to add 12. So again, the first layer was only 5. We're at 12 here. Now we're just going to go ahead and add another layer of the ribbon. Okay, so we have our second layer of ribbon and we're just tying this around again, make it nice and snug, and tie it off the front, or showing you here at the front so that you can visibly see it. But of course, you know, if you're doing it at home for yourself, go ahead and face it toward you. It's simpler. And then we just cut out this excess here. Alright, so we have our second layer. All the tapes are facing inward and we're making this as neat as possible. And then we're going to take our ribbon here. This is one of the two that I have. This is the one with the polka dots. We're cutting it to fit around. So we're going to go ahead and secure this just with a piece of tape. What I'll do first, I'll go ahead and do the same thing that I did on the foam board. I'll wrap it around my finger and make a loop out of the tape so that I can put it under the ribbon. Taking my loop, and I'll add it to the ribbon on the inside and then put this one right over it. Let's go ahead and fix it and put this right over. Let me attach one more piece here. Okay. We're going to attach this kind of like in a roughly kind of a way. Just pinch some of these together so that it gives it, you know, kind of like a ruffled edge on the side of the foam board. Both because it's going to match our ribbon in the center, but also it's going to give it just a clean edge along here. And it's just going to give it a little extra something, you know. And we'll just go ahead and place a dot on the back of this. And do it kind of fast because hot glue dries pretty fast. Yes, it's hot, so be careful. So I'm going to do small little dots and go around here. Boom. So we're just going to overlap it a bit. Alright, so I have my letters attached. They were super easy to put on there. And so it just has the baby's name. It's not super straight because I'm doing it sideways. But you get the general idea. You can space them or put them in closer together. I decided to space them out a bit. And next, I'm just going to start adding hot glue and adding my shreds. Just take long strips of glue and start attaching your shreds before this dries. Turn it and continue attaching them. Okay, so I thought I didn't have enough for another round of the diapers, but I figured that I could make it into a second level of the cake. I have 7 diapers in here. Tied some of this ribbon around it like this, and then took some of my ribbon with the polka dot and tied and put it around and taped it off with the tape. And then this is going to go right on top. I want to add my bow to this top layer instead, so I'm just going to add a dotted glue right on the back here and stick it on the ribbon, not on the diapers. If you have a long cardboard roll of the napkins, go ahead and use one. If you want to go ahead and bring it all the way up here. My initial idea was not to do that, so that's why I didn't start out with that. But it really does look just a little bit better this way, I think. So it gives it a little bit more height and just a bit more presentation. So this turned out to be my diaper cake, and so we have the name at the bottom, we have the double layer, we have our pretty bow up here, in this empty space here. I'm going to be making some cupcakes, so I might go ahead and add them around here, or I might take it on a separate platter. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and see you next time. Bye.